Look, son, did you see the rainbow? Wow. Do you know what it means? Gayness. No, the devil hijacked its meaning and changed it. What it actually means is the Father's promise that he won't kill everybody again. Again? Why are we listening to someone who killed everybody? Oh, I mean, it's more complicated than that. Okay, Dad, stay the away from me.
This is funny because when it comes to people's vitriol and just animosity against the LGBTQ community, especially people who come from a more religious standpoint, on the flip side, the things that they believe are rather ridiculous, whether it be, again, the example here of Noah's Ark, what the rainbow actually stands for in terms of biblical meaning, or things like, Jonah being in the belly of a giant fish for 3 days and 3 nights and somehow surviving in an acidic environment that, doesn't have the proper mixture of gases to breathe and, all of that. He's just not being digested and then he gets spit out, or, Moses splitting oceans and literal sea in two. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that. I mean, the list goes on and on. Sodom and Gomorrah, the town just being destroyed, a talking snake, Solomon and everything that he did, David and everything that he did. You know what I mean? Like the list goes on and on again. So, they pretend like they, come at these issues with practicality when in fact, oh no, you're not practical at all.
All right, guys, you have free will. You can do whatever you want. That tree is called the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Don't eat from it. That's bad. Bad. What is a bad? It means it's wrong to do it. Wrong. Why does that matter? It means there will be consequences. Bad things will happen. Are consequences a bad thing? If so, what does bad mean? If you do it, I'm going to be mad at you. Cool. My anger is a bad thing. What is bad?
I think one of the most important things about the culture wars that we're in right now, not only that they're translating into actual policy on a statewide and a federal basis, but the fact that the more we get caught up in this, the more the rest of the world is just going to pass us up in so many ways, whether it be the way that their societies are structured socially, economically, the innovations that they put forth. I mean, all of those things that we're just not going to be able to touch because now we're having to worry about, oh, well, Roe v. Wade just got reversed. So now we're having to be on the front lines to put forth policy and be in the streets and raise hell about that. And, all the other things that the Supreme Court has done and will continue to do. They've already shown that they have no bottom. They have absolutely no limits. So that's what we're going to have to put all of our resources into instead of, making our healthcare more accessible, instead of making our education system more modern, instead of making the public commons more futuristic. You know what I mean? Like we're not even going to be able to touch that because we're going backwards. But I will say that in terms of the 2024 presidential race, first and foremost, it's going to be absolutely insane. It's really going to be one of the craziest presidential campaigns we've ever seen. However, Joe Biden is in an increasingly poor and unpopular position, which means that there's a lot of opportunity to challenge him. That also means that a lot of people will. There's going to be a lot of people who step forth, and those people can be, individuals that we collaborate on, that we come together and put forth. Again, the reality is that Joe Biden does not have an iron grip, not just with the left, obviously, but he's really slipping with the center as well. People across the board are just pretty upset with him because, the economic issues, the more corporate Democrats, they're not as worried about that because, they're more well off. But, now that all this cultural and social stuff is being touched in the way that our country functions is being rearranged by the Supreme Court and Biden's just kind of, taking a nap, he's really, really looking vulnerable. So there's a lot of opportunity to get him the hell up out of here. So let's make sure that we do what we need to do and all play our part.